Hey, good evening, everybody. Sorry about the little bit of a delay, but left hand wasn't talking to the right hand, and it just took a little longer than usual. Have no idea why. But tonight's stream, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. And everybody knows why you're here. That's because I have decided that I am going to revisit Bardstown Discovery 5. Some of you know I tried it about 6 months ago and did not like it. I said, it's just plain awful. That's what I said in a nutshell. I'm paraphrasing, but I was like, I just didn't like it. So there it is. I haven't touched it much since I had about two, maybe three pours out of it. And I think it was three. And then I poured some in a glass, let's see, about 20 minutes ago. Give it a chance to open up, being nice to it for a change. Um, I'm really hoping that it's changed, that it had some time to sit in the bottle. And I really gave it some time because I was really not wanting to open that and try it again. But when you spend money like that on a bottle, uh, you want to give it the benefit of the doubt. So I'm going to leave it set here a little longer in the glass. Say hey to Rob and Sugar Kitty. Oh, hey, Whiskey Lovers Society. 1:30 a.m. Holy smokes. Appreciate you just popping in to say hi. You know, like I always say, hit that like button, show some love to the channel. Mr. Morgan, what's up? How's everything there across the pond today? It was a decent day here in Vegas, sunshiny, bright. I'm going to say at least hit, I'm going to say at least 60, 61 degrees Fahrenheit over here. So not bad at all. Lurking and watching the game. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, I really thought, and I said before I left work that as much as I really didn't want Mahomes to go, I definitely did not want the damn Bengals to go because you all know I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, born and raised. So by birth, I'm a Steelers fan. Anyway, uh, again, is another sit on the edge of your seat and watch the game in overtime and see if they could pull it off. Well, didn't happen, but at least it was a fight down to the last. And has anyone checked on Eric Thompson? Because either he is killed over of a heart attack or he's just beside himself right now, because you all know he's a diehard Chiefs fan. But anyway, it is what it is, and things are what they are. And being that my team isn't in, I don't have any skin in the game as into who goes or who doesn't go. You ask my preference, I'm going to say definitely not the Bengals. But they're going. So we just have to see now who's left. Eric probably did. Eric probably did. I think Mr. Whiskey Shits is going to have to reach out to him to make sure he's okay. Because, yeah, I'm sure Eric is just crapped his pants, let's say. That's for sure. But I'm going to clean my palate off here a little bit. And I hate to say I'm putting off sipping on that Bardstown Discovery 5, but I certainly am. But anyway, I have plenty of other things to get rid of that taste if I don't like it. So I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and pull the lid off here, and I'm going to do it. Well, doesn't smell as minerally as I remember. Hey, Sugar Kitty. I sure hope not. You got it on deck, Rob? All right. Well, I'm not going to sip it yet, but on the nose to me, and I don't know. It seems like it may have gotten a bit. Let me just say a bit better. I'm honestly not catching that minerality on there. I mean, 75% of the juice that's in that bottle, that's Bardstown's juice. 25% of it is from Tennessee. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not getting it. I'm definitely getting it. It's almost like a fruitiness to it. But then again, I'm thinking of those Flintstone chewables, the fruit flavored ones. I'm like, oh God, I hope it's not. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. But, you know, I'm giving it a fighting chance, and I'm sorry, but I'm just dreading this, because if it is, I am not going to like it. And the shimmy and shake it I'm going to do, it has nothing to do with the Whiskey Mountain shimmy and shake, and that's for sure. That is for sure. But I'm going to hear it. I'm going to take that sip. I'm going to go for the plunge, and we're going to see what it's like tonight. Hey, Bourbon, what's up, bud? There might have to be some peated scotch after this. I don't know. It's funny you should put that up there, Bourbon. I think about it. Clint, how are you? Nice to see you. I sure hope any of you aren't disappointed that Kansas City didn't make it, but like I said, I know Eric is, so we better start calling him. Ugh. All right, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Holy smokes. I think there might be hope. I think there absolutely might be some hope here. I got to make sure I poured the right one. Discovery 5. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking again. You see, I'm looking. Yeah, 52.35 ABV. And I know I shouldn't doubt myself, but I am. But holy smokes. Not too bad. I think some time in that bottle might have helped that damn thing, because I'm definitely smelling, because before the minerality, you could definitely pick out. I remember that. And like I said, I haven't opened it since I did review months ago. Had to been July, I think it was. Maybe August at the latest, but I haven't touched it with a 10-foot pole. I sure hope time did heal this wound, because this was a gaping hole. This was a gash. This thing was hemorrhaging blood. I was so disappointed. I mean, I think I may have told you the story. This came to one of the local shops. It wasn't even out on the shelf. And I know some people that work there real well. And guy come out, he says, I have something you've been waiting for. And he came out, long and short of it is he handed my wife that bottle. They only had one case. He handed my wife the first one. There wasn't even ready to go. It wasn't even a spot clear on the shelf. Gave it to me. We took off out of there with it. I was so happy. I was like a kid at Christmas. Yes, I heard the warnings. Try before you buy. But I go, Bardstown's been all hitters for me. I've got them up there. I've got Discovery 1, I got Discovery 2, I got Discovery 4 and 5, so on and so forth. Can't find 3. I'm still looking for 3. I did find 1, so I bought 1, literally, and a backup of Discovery 1, so I can actually enjoy a bottle. Anyway, I was so excited to get it, but then so disappointed. But now, it's definitely improved. You think James will be fine, or Eric will be fine, James? He lost before. Yes, that's true. So have the Steelers. So I understand that. Well, I am getting some of the minerality on it, but wow. That has improved enough that I think I could probably, have a glass every now and then of it. I'm kind of happy now. Hard to believe, but I'm like, wow, I was kind of disappointed in the beginning there. I was like, I am not going to do this. No way. Well, I am a beginner when it comes to Dickel, but, and I've showed you guys this bottled and bond Dickel, I actually liked it. It did not have any of that minerality. It's 11 years. Distilling season was 08. This thing was good. This was good. I didn't have a problem with it. It was good. So I don't think I've touched that in months, but it was good. So I'm happy with it. So I'm happy that the Bardstown Discovery 5 has seemed to improve. Like I can smell brown sugar, caramel, and like I said, I got the fruit. No, I wish I had Disco 6. It's not out here, Clint. It is not out here, but it's definitely, I want to sample, that before I go and spend, 120, 140 bucks, depends on where I find it around here. But oh my gosh, I want to try it. I mean, I want to add it to the collection, and I got my fingers crossed, hope it's good, because people are saying, yes, it uses the same juice because they got to get rid of it. Sorry, but they do. That minerality has been, I don't want to say blended out completely, because I'm sure that it isn't, but that it is much better than this. Rob, did you take a few belch out of that Disco 5, and what's your thoughts? Let us know here. And for those of you who know, I did put the link up there. I did not pin it. Rob, if you want to share your thoughts, let me know. Just pop on. If not, put them in the chat. Wow. Like I said, yeah, there's some minerality to it, but maybe my palate's advanced a little bit more towards it. I don't know, but it is definitely much, much better. Much better. Hey, 21090, cheers. Nice to see you. How are you? Hold on. I got to add my brother from another mother here. Hold on.
Hey, Anthony. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. So tell me, what do you think? Because I see where your bottle is compared to mine.
I didn't mind it from the get-go, and I am not a fan of the minerality of Dickel, but I wasn't pleased with it at 100. I wasn't pleased at 130 plus tax.
Exactly. 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 How long have you had your bottle? Because I know you've had more than 3 pours out of it.
I probably bought this late summer, maybe early fall.
See, I got mine mid-July, and I think I did the review either end of July or beginning of August on there. And like I said, I was just so damn disappointed, but I forced myself to get it at least to the shoulder, a little bit past, and then I put it on the shelf and never looked at it, other than to move it around, as in to push it further towards the back, because I got mad because, you spend 130, 140 bucks on a bottle and it's not good to you. All right, exactly. Everybody knows, because we've all spent money on a bottle. It could just have been $50, but it's like, this is crap. I just blew 50 bucks or whatever the case may be. But now that I've let it set about 6 months in the bottle, I'm not too disappointed with it. It's not like, oh my gosh. Where I got the oh my gosh is because it has improved that much that I might be able to choke this down without gagging.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't mind it from the start. And again, not a huge fan of Dickel. I got, I don't know, less than $100 in some Dickel offerings that I just can't stand and won't drink. I haven't dumped them down the drain in the event someone comes over that likes it.
I was just going to say, save them. You're probably going to have some friends come over that you're going to like, I'll fix you. You'll never come over here again.
Right. Put it in the decanter and let my dumbass.
When I come over, I want you to know, I'm not going to touch anything out of a decanter.
Right.
Now that you said that, I am not going to do it.
Right. Well, I have, I was bragging about, I have a infinity decanter, and I was bragging about that on someone's stream, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I went back to it the other day, and it is pure licorice and anise. I don't know what happened to it, probably the air. But man,
Really?
the first 21090, what's up? I for the first 2-3 months I had that in there, it was probably one of the top 5-10 whiskeys I had on my bar, and now it's garbage. So I just started adding other shit to it. We'll see how it goes. But back to this, again, it's not worth $130. I have the Disco 6. If you see it, buy it. It's good. And I think that one's 17%.
I was going to say it's under 20%. That's I remember because we talked about this on a stream. I don't remember if it was last week or week before.
It's 16%, 17-year-old.
Sugar Kitty put it up for me, so that's how I'm aware of it.
And it still has a touch of Dickel in it, but it's much better than the 5, in my opinion.
Well, this is the first time that I've had this. I've got some of the minerality, but I'm definitely getting more of the sweetness. From
definitely. The finish is sweet. Get a little bit of pepper on it. Not a huge finish on it, but it's not horrible. And I'll be honest with you, I have 100+ bottles that are probably worse than this. So, $100 bottles that are worse than this. So.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I got a little bitterness here towards the end, but the legs are still good. Of course they were. I definitely got the sweetness. It's the minerality just does not make me go, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll tell you one not to buy, which I believe is all Dickel, is the Prisoner.
I don't have that. I have the Piper. I haven't cracked it.
This is what's this finished in? Some kind of white. Oh, it's finished in French oak.
Yeah.
And it's straight Dickel. It's 100. I think it's 100 proof. It's all Dickel with a little bit of wine in it. And when I first opened it, I didn't really mind it a whole lot, and I think it was just the knowing in the back of my mind how much I paid for it. And the more I drink it, the less I like it. And I know I was on someone's stream when I opened it, and Ben shouted out, "Hey, it's great if you like Dickel."
Well, I put the cap on that, and I'm going to leave it set, clear my palate. I'm going to have a drink.
Okay. What are you going to do? Some scotch? What are you going to
do? Excuse me.
See, that's what you get for drinking water.
Exactly. Well, no, I went to sneeze. I have no idea where that came from either. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. I had the Port Charlotte the other day.
Yeah.
On 10 stream. Was it Saturday morning for us? I was on a bit of a fast, but I think it's here somewhere. I just actually set it down and I just lost track of it. Which is the problem when you get X amount of bottles. It's right in front of my nose. I think I might pour this store pick that I got when Mr. Whiskey Shits and I were out and about a couple of weekends ago. And I might pour some of that because I opened that up last weekend on his stream because they had it open. I think you have a Wilderness Trail.
I do. I just have the 6-year. I think it's bottled in bond.
I have that out in the other room. And I also have a store pick rye. What haven't I sipped on in a while that would be good? Oh. I have not had, let me slide all this crap out. I'm going to pour a little Russell's.
There you go. What's that? Single barrel, private? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I haven't had this one in a, well, I have because you can see where it's at, but I haven't sipped on it in a bit.
I have never seen one of those in the wild. Pennsylvania. Well, Pennsylvania gets them, but they put them online. And
I just passed them up.
Yeah, I hear they're everywhere, but I can't get them here.
You know, I
They
passed
just
it
did
up
the
on
they
Saturday.
just did the Pappy lottery here and shut the website down for a day and a half.
Why? Everybody wants a Pappy?
I guess.
Well, when you're going to get it at actual retail.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I did a little hunting in Maryland last week before, and there was Pappy all over the shelf, but none of it was even I think maybe I saw a 10-year or a 12-year for 500. All the rest was over $700. And there's not a chance in hell I'm doing that.
Well, I have to agree with Bourbon. Could have been a reaction to the Dickel in there.
Probably right, man.
That could have been, but last night I was drinking the
Oh yeah.
12 limited release, 2 Foxes. I was drinking that while I was relaxing, watching a little television. And
what's retail on that, Anthony?
Pardon me?
What's retail on that?
This one was $139.
Okay, that's not. I've seen them on secondary, but they're up there, up in the 200. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Plenty available where I'm at, and also the Lagavulin Lions Fire. They actually just got another batch in. So, yes, Sugar Kitty, absolutely. I knew you would like that. I was waiting for you. I knew you would comment. But did you pick up any other scotches?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you I picked up that Irish Writer's Tier, the double oak, and the verdict wasn't in on that. It's opened up a little bit. It still gives you that little bit of popsicle stick.
Yeah.
And then, but
if you find this one in the Marcella cask, it's a limited release. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that on the shelf.
This was good.
Is it?
And
okay.
You know what it was also good in? I poured some in tea with honey.
Yeah. Oh, I bet
tea. It was. It really was. I had to go back for seconds.
I've seen that on the shelf from time to time. But like I said, this one, I went back to it. I think it was yesterday, and it's okay, but it really fizzles out mid palate and then kind of comes back a little bit for a finish, but it's not. And I'm trying to remember what I paid for that. I think it was about $70, and I don't know that I would back it up with the second bottle, but it's good enough to try some of the other ones, that's for sure. But I picked up I got the Port Charlotte, I got a Lagavulin 16. Oh, I picked up Ardbeg, the Ugadale, and the Anoa. The Anoa is if that's all you're drinking, you're okay. But if you go to something else that's peated, that doesn't stand up to it at all. I mean, it's okay.
Is it because of the level of peat? Just can't compete with, let's just say the 10 or the Port Charlotte, or because it's just not heavy enough to.
It's not heavy enough. It doesn't stand up to it.
Really?
I'd have to go back to it because it's been probably a week or two since I've had it. But with that Ugadale sitting next to it, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's you don't even want to go back to it because it's night and day.
And I can appreciate that. I mean, I totally can. One of the things I did is, before I had the Oban 12 last night, I grabbed my Tomatin 12, and the nosing is pretty much the same. I always get heavy fruit, grape, almost like a Zinfandel type of a smell to me on both of them, but nice and fruity and sweet with a good finish, both of them. But of course, this one coming in at 56.2 ABV and then 40 ABV. Yeah, I started with that first. But this, give it a few minutes to open up, take your sip, give it 5 or 10 minutes. Man, just does well in a glass when this has a chance to open up and get a little oxidation in there.
Yeah.
It really does. It really seems to make a difference.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I've been hunting Scotch more than bourbon lately.
I have too. This last week I took a 5-day hiatus period. Just how the days were going is just I'd get home, I'm just tired, just relax and showered up, and then I just go to bed. But I didn't have a drop until Saturday. I think, yeah, Saturday morning. But anyway, I tell you what, going from the Bardstown to the Russells, oh, the Russells was a treat.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bardstown was good. The Disco 5, I will say, I'm not going to say it's horrible anymore. I'm going to upgrade it from horrible to okay. And
Horrible.
oh, when I first tasted it, if you would have been here and said, I really like it, I'd have handed you the bottle and
There you
been
go.
fine with it. As
Take it
long
with
as you took it far, far away. Yeah. And I'd have still been cursing it to this day.
Yeah.
But now that I went back to it and revisited it, and I said, I still got some in the glass and I'm going to leave it there. I'll go back to it here at the end of the stream or so. I'm going to give it a shot, but man, that Russell's was.
Yeah. The only Russells I have left on the bar is a single barrel rye.
I don't have that.
I need to get another Russell.
Of course, I've got the rare breed and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got that. I've got the Kentucky Spirit. What else do I got? Oh, I did pick up another rye not too long ago. I don't. What rye did I pick up? Oh, it was the Knob Creek rye, just the basic Knob Creek. I see it back there.
Yeah.
Just the basic Knob Creek rye because I was out and I picked up a Knob Creek, just 9-year-old. It's my father's favorite. And so that's there. But I have 4 other store picks behind it. Well, 5 total. But that I go to. I don't even crack that 9 because I just have the other ones to go to.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Slapshot. Good evening, man. How are you? Hope you're doing much better. Since the last time I talked to you, you were feeling real good.
San Fran up by a field goal.
I'm hoping that they can stick it out. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. How about those Bengals, man?
Oh, my gosh. I know. I'm serious. It's like, oh, my gosh, them Bengals. But I said anybody but them, but I really thought Mahomes was going to do it. But apparently, no.
Fell a little short. That's for
sure. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They fell a bit short.
You know what? In honor of Vegas, I'm going to go with uncut and unfiltered.
All right. You know, I don't know if I have one open. Believe it or not, I think I killed that last bottle a few months back, and I just didn't open another one.
Do you have the small batch, Anthony?
Oh, yeah.
My small batch, the cork on it, I had to change the cork because it was so loose. I think it got oxidized. I had some of this the other day, and I think it might have went bad. It just doesn't seem right.
I've got the small batch, the straight bourbon. The red, white, and blue.
That one's a hitter at $30+. That's a good bottle.
They're here between $30 and $35 for this their standard straight bourbon, and it is. It's a solid everyday sipper. Hey, Cooler Runnings. Cheers, man. How's everything way over there on the other side of the world today? Well, early in the morning for you. Yeah. But yeah, I like that rye in it. It's 36% rye, is their basic in their mash bill. And that gives it that cinnamon, that nice spice with I think that heat on it is perfect. It's always just good. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to have that. I have not had. This is one of my favorites, and I don't have a lot left, but this is a store pick from Total Wine. It's a high rye bourbon. And I think I am going to have some of that.
Is that the Total Wine?
That's the Total Wine store pick. Yeah. It's 52.5 ABV. And I think I'm going to pour myself a little bit. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of that. And I have not tried any of this in some time because I purposely stopped because I cannot find the backup to it. And because once it's gone, it's gone. Now, I get the high rye.
I've seen the standard high rye redemption offering here. I've seen that here.
And it's only, I want to say 95.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's only 95.
Yeah, I've been walking by it.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're all gone.
Cheers, Top
Hey, Dustin.
But this stuff is just, it is great. I mean, God, I probably knocked that off that far in about a weekend up at the trailer.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, just sitting there with the fire going and just,
nowhere to be.
Oh my
God.
God.
Campfire.
And that's what I was just talking about to my dad, saying, hey, April's coming. It's time to get everything in order and move the trailers. But I don't know when he's going to want me to move his, because I'm the one that moves his from point A to point B.
I've been thinking about getting back into that. Obviously, where Conneaut Lake is. We had a place up in Conneaut for years, and it just, the kids got older, they didn't want to go, or they were busy, and we were attending their things, and so we weren't getting up there very often, so we sold it. And now my sister-in-law and her man have a place up in Canandota. And, I have an opportunity to head up there, but it's just tough. It's a solid 2.5 hours away, and then you're going through Pittsburgh to get there, and then after the afternoon on Friday. So I'm just thinking, I don't know if I want to. I don't know. And then again, if you're only going to go 2 or 3, 4 weekends out of the season, and you're dropping $4,000 or $5,000 a year to pay the rent, and everything else, but it's nice. They have a lake, but it's only a couple $100 more if you want to put a boat in.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then, these days with my stepfather passing, I'm, helping my mother with things every weekend. I don't know if that's going to bleed into the summer or not. So,
and you know what? I like it when we have ours, and I kind of have a standing spot all the time. I just pull it out for so long, and I leave it there. And the owners of this place are real nice, and we just like it. And so we go there. But I'm looking for places in Utah and so on and so forth. Now things have really shot up. So, who knows? I mean, I may find a couple of acres in Utah or around here, and then, just buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I was looking a couple of years ago, and I was that close on a couple, but when you start looking into logistics like your power, your water, or your sewage, we have a thing called caliche around here, and it's like trying to shovel through concrete.
Yeah.
That's just, and then you have to get in, people have to come in and literally blast it out, or you have to move the whole location of your septic system. So anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
is fun.
In the beginning, you could always go up with, with solar panels and,
No, if you're in the right climate, you
one of those
really
toilets that handle everything, and you just kind of.
Yeah. Composting.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Or if you can get a hole big enough, you can have an outhouse.
All your water in, that's all.
Yeah. There's places that these people, that's all they do. They'll haul you 100 gallons, 200 gallons, and it's not much, but you're going to pay a $40 or $50 delivery fee, but because of the price of fuel. But anyway, we are looking at it because I tell myself I got 10 more years. I'm going to retire.
Yep, me too. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
my plan, Anthony, is just something that we're talking about. I'm not too proud to say that, I may retire at 62. We'll see how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not against just going on the road,
Yep.
get a pull behind and go see the country and hang out a little bit, and then maybe my kids don't know it, but maybe I'll go hang out with them for a little while, and then the wife and I get a little condo or something like that somewhere.
Hey.
But as far as
it's time that you're a burden on them. That's
right. Exactly.
Exactly.
My boy turned 16 here in March. He was just giving me shit because his mother rented a hall for a birthday party, and so then I explained to him, I said, you realize you have a party, you'll probably make a couple $100 more than you would if, we just had something here. And then his tune changed a little bit. So we'll see how he goes.
That's right. Hey, Dustin, by the way, those redemptions aren't bad. As far as price wise, maybe $50 tops on them. I think the one that's finished in rum casks is maybe 53. But so far, everyone I've had on the redemption side has been a hitter. I'm not against any of them. Nope.
Man, that smoke wagon's good.
Slapshot, there are so many people who are buying old school buses, old U-Haul box trucks, like the 25-footers, I think it is, and they've converted the whole inside of those, and you wouldn't even know what they are. It's amazing. Hey, you keep going, Dustin. I want to do 10 years, maybe 12, and I'm done.
Me too.
It's just, I'm done. That's for sure.
Yep. How old were you when you started working, Anthony?
Well, like probably you, 16.
And before that, you had
I delivered the Daily News.
Yeah.
I delivered the Daily News, dude. When I started, there was like 30 papers. When I ended it, there was 75 or 80 because everybody knew me. On the street I grew up on, if you go up the 6th Street or if you even Waddell, go down to Waddell, I go up 5th Street rather, and then do a circle back towards Wilson and then come back down. Anyway,
see,
everybody knew me.
Wilson sucked to be a paper boy because it's all on hillside.
Now everything's on a hillside. You got 40 steps to get to the front door, then go down 40 steps because you weren't allowed to cut through the yard because my grandmother would give me that spiel all the time.
Yeah.
Don't walk through their yard. Why?
You had to walk your bike 4 miles to ride it, unless you were riding the horizontal streets.
Yeah, exactly right. People are like, what are they talking about? We know. He and I know exactly what we're talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, Dustin. Didn't mean to cut it out there. On the I know which one you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. All right, sorry. Yeah. I thought you were referring to the line that I was drinking in some of the other ones. Yes. If you get the 10-year that Whiskey Shits and I both like, it's about $100 on that. But if you can find it, buy it at the $100. It is a good pour 10-year. And then the 9-year is about $10 less. So forget it. Just go if you can find that and get the other one.
You're a better man than me, Dustin. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. You are definitely better than me for sure because I'm ready to go now, but I'm realistic. I got to do 10 more years to get my pension out of the state. So
yeah. I was just talking to my nephew. It seems like yesterday, and Dustin, believe me, 37, you'll be 47 before you know it, man. It just keeps going faster and faster. But I was talking to my nephew. He just retired from the Air Force. It seems like yesterday we were having his party when he was 18 after he graduated from high school, and he was crying like a baby, didn't want to go. Now he has a full-blown pension from the Air Force and just got another job. He's in Maryland. What is that? Millersville, Millerstown, and got himself a good job down there. He's only 40. If he puts 20 in there, he's probably going to. I don't know what their pension plan is. Pension plans are kind of a thing of the past now, but in the private sector. But the kid's got it going on, man, and I'm real happy for him.
If I'd have stuck everything out like I originally had planned, I'd have been retired out of the Air Force at 37 and, done whatever. But I wasn't quite thinking like that in 87 when I got out of high school.
So. Yeah. Well, I was on my way, but couldn't pass the physical because I had skin allergies. Now they,
Isn't that right, Adam? I thought that's what you said, so I had to highlight it and take another closer look.
Hey, Adam, that's the truth. I had to take a step back and take a look at what I was doing because I honestly, everybody here, I was out of control. Just buying stuff that I didn't know what it was, or had watched a couple videos and these folks said it was good, and then I'm Pennsylvania's limited on what we get. Sometimes there are some things that come, but for example, the Elijah Craig 18's back on the shelf here. It's $199 compared to other parts of the country where it's $130, $40, $50.
What the hell do they think they're doing?
Well, that's the thing. And, Pennsylvania has entered the realm of secondary on some of this shit. And again, I don't know who they deal with. Maybe they pay more compared to other, or maybe they buy less, so they pay more. I don't know. But it just got to the point, there was some months, and I hate to admit it, spending $900, $1,000, $1,100 on whiskey that, you can see what's behind me here, that I'm never going to drink all of this. So now I've just kind of, I still enjoy looking for it and looking for those special bottles, but to overpay for it within reason, $30, $40 over for something that I know I'm never going to see again. Yeah, I'll do that. But to go 100 or 200 over on something, I'm just done with it. I'm done with it.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't chase things anymore. I used to be the person. Oh, where is it? Oh, I go here, go there, but a long time ago, I set a limit over retail,
and
if I said I needed you to hand deliver me something, I'd look at that cost and go, okay, I'll pay that over to get it here, to get it in my hand now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Shits and Stahl had a good point a couple streams ago on Livewire, just talking about look for the picks, get the picks, find the picks. Pennsylvania, that's tough because it's the same 10 people getting samples shipped to them. They're not going to the distillery. They're picking out of maybe 3 or 4 if they're lucky, saying, okay, great. Because I had a couple shitty picks out of Pennsylvania this year that I really would have liked to, get something good and share. One good one, though, was that Penelope barrel strength was good. But they had a Knob Creek pick. It's a 15-year pick. I got 2 of them. One of them was friggin' awful. I don't know what this person was doing that picked this barrel or these barrels. They were garbage.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. That's what I originally said when they did the Disco 5. I go, what the heck were they thinking when they came
Speaking of that, I'm going to try this Prisoner.
You are? Well, you might as well. How long's it been since you...
I bought this the same day I bought the Disco 5.
Well, there's nowhere near out of that as there was your Disco 5.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see. Here. It's pretty.
It's got a nice color to it.
Yeah.
It's dark. I'm sorry,
you know what it smells like a little bit? Remember if someone threw up in school and they put that sawdust on it and then sweep it up?
Yeah.
It's kind of what it smells like. It's giving me a little bit more barrel now, but it's just straight Dickel and wine. Or
You're probably right, Sugar Kitty.
I don't know. I guess it's very. I don't know though. That's not horrible. But I've had a bunch of pours. Maybe that's why. I did a Buffalo Trace flight before coming on here.
Oh, good for you.
But
you know what, James? There are a few things that I don't want to say I'm chasing.
yeah.
But yes, I'm doing that too. I haven't picked up a bottle in over a week. I've seen a few yesterday. I was out and about that I was like, ooh, that Glenmorangie right there, I like, or this or that, and I'm like, but you know what? I don't need it. It's just a want. So let me see what else is out there. So I went to a couple of bottle shops yesterday here and there just to see. And that 2017 Lagavulin Distillers Edition is just calling me.
That's here, Anthony. Let me see how much that is.
Here it's $123.99, $124.99. So $125 for sake of argument.
Let me see here if the site will work. Yeah, $109.99.
Really?
And then the Offerman edition is $99.99, and then the
I'm going to tell you right now, buy the Offerman. If it's the Offerman in the Guinness,
yeah,
buy it.
All right, let me see if it's on this side of the state.
That was good. And I bought the last bottle of it that they had at the shop, and I paid $85.
Yeah, it's $100, but it's Delaware, Philadelphia, Wayne, and York County, so it's not on this side of the state.
No, that'd be a hell of a drive.
Yeah, and you can't buy it online. And it always seems that eastern side of the state gets a little more than we do over this way.
So Dustin said the color comes from the wine, the barrels that it's aged.
Oh, this is very, very wine forward. And right now, I'm not hating it. It's definitely got that Flintstones on the nose. It's all right. I'm sorry.
It might have opened up a bit. And then you started off with Disco 5. And then you went back to that. So your palate's acclimated to the minerality. So it's very possible that
it's okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just have to
pick when
I have it, because I know I've come to that as like a first pour and just was like, no.
Hey, Mike, how are you, sir? Thanks for popping in.
Let me see if that Distillers Edition is on this side of the state at 109. So the Lagavulin 16 is $116 here. I got it for $85 in West Virginia.
I was going to say it's 76 or 79 here. Oh no, 76 for 8-year, 79 for the 16-year here.
What's the difference between the 8-year? Is there a 12-year Lagavulin? Is it just the cask finishes?
I've got it's cask, but there was a 12-year, and Dustin would have to chime in on that because I know he's more up on the different ones. But they have the 8 here. But why am I going to get the 8 when for $3 more I'm going to get the 16?
Right. So, but is that finish unique? I guess that's my question.
It's basically the same. It's not finished. It's
okay.
Just the only one that's finished is that Offerman, and once that's gone, it's gone.
Okay, so the Distillers is online only here at 110.
Okay, well, I haven't tasted that in the 2000s. If it's the 2017, not the 2020.
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, there's 17, 2020, and again
proof. Let's see. It doesn't tell you what the year is, but there's 277 available. The nice thing with Pennsylvania buying online is it's very minimal. I mean, you obviously pay tax, but the shipping is next to nothing. And they'll ship it right to your local store. They'll ship it to your house, actually, but you have to be home, which is a problem.
Yeah.
For me.
Well, they want you to sign for it. I got it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If they send it, Well, as long as they don't send it to the store there, and well, it's not even there anymore in downtown, is it?
Which one?
The State Store on
Miller?
Miller.
Oh, on Miller? I don't, man, Anthony. I haven't been up there in so long. I don't know.
Well, I went down there 2 years ago and I didn't even notice it. But I
Yeah,
didn't stop for any of the red
yeah,
lights.
right down the street, on the other side of the street, that 1 block from Scapix.
Yeah, I did not stop at any of the red lights. That's for sure.
No, no.
I mean, St. Clair's boarded up. But
Yeah, there's no sense in hanging out there unless you're looking for something. You know what I mean?
yeah. See, Sugar Kitty, that's what I get the 16 for here is 79.
Yeah, and so I'll just pop down to West Virginia to buy. I'll pay. But the only problem with West Virginia, it's 11 or 12% tax.
Yeah.
There's Marty. What's up?
So, Sugar Kitty. So Lagavulin 16, that's their normal everyday expression. Good. That's what I thought. That's their quintessential. Boom, that's it. Everything comes basically from that. To either goes left or goes right. Let's just my analogy. Holy smokes. Look at this guy here. Man, oh day, how did we rate to get Whiskey Nose to even come in over here? Wow. I'm telling you, you talk about luck. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, Dustin would have the little more particulars and break it down. And there it is. I knew he would have that come up. So, yeah, I knew there was an 8. And I was going to say, I think the 12, I don't see 12 basically out. I got the 12 in the Lion's Fire. And that's 56.2. What did I say? 56.2 on the ABV. 56.5. Hold on. 56.5. It's 56.2 on the Oban. So this one is the Lagavulin 12, and it's 149, and I think Sugar Kitty gets it for about 139.
All right.
And where he's at, but oh my gosh, is this good?
So Dustin, the 8 and the 12, are they buys? Are they worth it?
I wouldn't get the 8 when you can get the 16. You see what I'm saying?
So the 12 is an annual release at cash strength.
Yeah, this is cash strength.
Okay.
Here's the 12, and it is delicious. This is 2021.
Slow down, Sugar Kitty. You know I'm dim. You gotta.
Hey, he don't lie, Sugar Kitty. Yeah, I think that's the Lion's Fire you're talking about. But for 2021, that's this one in the 12.
Yeah.
Right here. So I'm wondering if that 2020 Distillers Edition or the 2017 Distillers Edition, what's the age on that? Is that the 16 that you're talking about, Sugar Kitty? So anyway. And I would agree with Top Shelf. So like I said, I can get the 16 for $2 or $3 more over the 8. The 8's sitting right next to it. And a guy yesterday I was talking to, he goes, I grabbed the 8 because I was looking for it. And then he says, I looked over to the right and the 16's there for $3 more. And I go, you made the right choice. Because we were looking at cigars. Yes. Yep. That's what I thought. Yours was 139. I was 149.
So Sugar Kitty and Dustin, does that color, that additive actually matter to you when you're buying a Scotch? Are there ones that do have that additive that you're going to buy no matter what?
Oh, good to know, because that's just as making me want to go over and grab that distiller's edition of the 16. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to stick with the 16. I'm not going to get the 8. It's just not worth it. But that distiller's edition in the 2017, yeah, because someone else I talked to said you already have the 12, and they said the 20 versus the 12. They said stick with the 12, but taste is subjective. So that's where I'm at on that. Yeah. The coloring doesn't add anything to it other than make the batches more consistent. This is just my opinion. But if you really look at a Scotch, most of them are extremely pale after 8, 10 years, 12 years in the barrel, because most of them use the ex-bourbon barrels. And it's the climate, as you all know, that as many exchanges that goes in and out of the barrel. And I'm paraphrasing, Sugar Kitty, Dustin are more of the authorities than me when I'm talking about stuff fermenting in a barrel. But anyway, Scotch itself, like I said, generally isn't that dark. So to keep a consistent color, they do that because people will look at something that's naturally colored, just how it comes out, and it's very pale versus something that has color, and they're going to go, oh, that's richer, that's better. And that's not always the case.
Right.
Yeah, I try to look for the non-chill filtered stuff. I do. So when I'm looking at particularly Scotch, I look for no color, non-chill filtered, but non-chill filtered is first. That's the first thing I look for. I want that just as it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's for sure. So I think it's called E150 is the coloring additive. E150, maybe it's E150A is an apple.
I think there's more. I think there's more than one.
No, I am sure there is, but it's a food coloring. So that's all it is. And
like this one.
Is that the cigar blend?
No, hell no.
I know somebody that
it definitely has the color additive in it.
Yeah, that brand does. That's all right.
Easy.
That's right. But now, Sugar Kitty, I can find that 15 here. I want to say 75, 70, right in between there. But I also saw another Glen Scotia 15. The box was a different color. So the one I saw had a tube, and it was 15. Then the most recent one I saw had a nice black box, 15. But pretty much they looked the same to me other than the packaging. Okay. I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember, but I knew there was a number to it, but I didn't know exactly what was what. There is an A after it, E150. I've said F-150 a few times because I had a Ford, and it was just a Freudian slip. Yeah, someone else had said, Dustin, that Delmore Ads, they had a good dose of coloring to their products to give it that rich, deep color that people think, oh my gosh, that's going to be good. So, oh, okay. Well, like I said, I saw two of them, James. So one was in the black box at another shop, and the other one they had just in a tube like this. And I'm like, huh. And I meant to actually pick it up yesterday and look at it, but I got to Jack John a bit in the shop with another guy, about different things, and he was pointing out a few things to me that he said actually were hitters that if he hadn't had a taste, he would have never tried them. So I spent about an hour in there. He and I just jacked on about different things. But okay, good to know.
Yeah, Glen Scotia is not anywhere in sight here, but I'm hoping on my next trip to West Virginia. And
I've seen Victoriana here, but I've seen two different expressions of it, and I have to see which is which. Yeah, and that didn't make sense to me either because there were a price difference, and it wasn't $5. I think it was about $40, maybe 50, on that with that Glen Scotia Victoriana, and that's a good pour. But now I want to know what the heck is the difference between this one and that one. It might be. I'm going to have to look a little closer, James. I was going to go tomorrow, but I promised a friend I'd take him over to a doctor's appointment until he gets his okay that he can drive after his little procedure. So I said I would do that tomorrow. So I'm going to probably have to do that Tuesday or Wednesday.
So that's the thing with those tariffs. You got to wonder if Pennsylvania has the tariff jugs and some of the other places that I see it for less. It's newer because the tariffs are gone now, right? Or are they prior to the tariffs?
We were actually talking about that a couple of weeks ago. I think tariffs are done, but is that product now on the shelf? Do you know what I'm saying?
They're adding that cost to it.
Yeah. And because if they hiked it up, let's just say $10, price comes down. Well, you're already paying the additional $10.
Right. Well, you figure that price between West Virginia, and West Virginia is a totally different animal compared to Pennsylvania as a controlled state, but it's still a $30 difference.
Yeah.
The tax is less.
Also, taxes. Yeah.
The tax is less, but it still doesn't. I think so. I bought that for $85. I got that bottle of Lagavulin 16 in West Virginia out the door. It was $99, I think, with tax.
Hey, 60 hertz. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. But I give you an A for effort. Oh yeah, they're.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend that on it. I'm only 35 miles from the West Virginia border.
Yeah.
And even less, about the same from the Ohio border, but you got to be careful in Ohio too. If you can find some scores in the grocery stores in Ohio, but you get into the privately owned liquor stores and
there's no deal.
Yeah, well, some of them are okay, but some of them aren't. And Pennsylvania's actually, it's going to the floor later this year to privatize alcohol sales in Pennsylvania, which I'm kind of a fan of, only if it's going to open up a bigger selection. But, the state's still going to take their cut. But, if we're looking at a 10 or 11% tax and we can find more stuff, I'm all for it. But in the way of whiskey these days, even, I can tell you, even some of the online sites that I use, particularly the Keg and Barrel site that I buy a lot of stuff off, they had Remus 5 and a Remus Standard on there for $149 for months. Now it's $199. The Seagrass went from $79 to over $100. So, again, by the time you pay the tax and the shipping, you're paying a lot for the buy. I bought my uncut and unfiltered, my smoke wagon off of there. I think it was 70, 79 maybe. by the time you pay all that dumb shit, it's $110 to your door. But that's the only way I can get it. And now they've increased their prices by 20%.
Well, next time I'm home, I could always hand deliver that to you.
Yeah, we'll talk. Like I said,
Yeah.
from time. And again, if you're ever looking for something, let me know. I'll tell you what the price. I'll tell you what the prices are here.
Oh yeah. I mean, I go back and forth with Marty. Hey, look for this, or can you find that, or what can you get this for? And I've done the same thing with Sugar Kitty. Hey, what's it out there? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And, like I said, if it's $20, $30, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well just buy it here.
And depending on what it is, maybe even a little bit more. Not hundreds, but and that goes for anybody here. Reach out. Anthony has my contact information. Let me know if you're looking for something, because I'm in a couple different states. Monthly, so I'm always looking, and I have a line. I'm going back. In fact, tomorrow I'm supposed to be in the office. I'm going to get some stuff done early, and I may take a trip down. I know where there's an Octomore that I'm going to probably overpay a little bit for, but I'm going to go down there. The 12-2 or
12-2.
I think he had two of them. One is a 12. Is there a 12-3 as well?
Yeah, 12.
They were in. It wasn't the white or the clear bottle. They were the dark bottles, and I think there was a 2 and a 3 there. So I might get out and take a look at them, but I can't remember how much they were. But it's just right down in Wheeling, so it's not that far. So I might run down there tomorrow and take a look.
You can always go through Ogilvy too.
And they have. I go that way to Cumberland.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not yeah.
I was wondering what the heck you were going that way for, but I figured you probably found a store, so you're taking a roundabout way.
Yeah, well, so those Maryland stores, man, I find all kinds of stuff in there, but again, they're getting ridiculous. And I had a conversation with the guy in Cumberland where I thought I was going to score a bottle of Pappy 15 for $400 this year, which is way too much, but it's better than the $7.99 he would not move off of when I went to see him a week and a half ago. It's crazy. And again, that's nuts, but I just wanted to put one on the shelf and had made my fourth quarter bonus, so I was going to do it. And went down there, he wouldn't move. He did give me a somewhat of a deal on a bottle of Elmer T. Lee that he wanted $300 plus for. By the time I paid tax on it, it was 140-ish, 130, and I'm,
yeah.
But I never had it before.
If you want it, you want it. Yeah. Well, they dropped in Utah, and Adam picked one up.
Which one?
I know that. An Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah. Well, here, all of the Buffalo Trace stuff, the BTAC lottery, but the Elmer T, the Stag, several other bottles, it's all online. And trying to navigate that site. In fact, I was texting back and forth with Marty while I was trying to do it. By the time I'm usually not home when those emails come out, because you get an email that it's up and ready to go. You go in and the site just crashes. Then you get in and get one or two things into your cart. And then you get the dreaded spinning wheel of death and nothing happens. I couldn't even get a 1792 sweet wheat through for $39. I couldn't even get that through. Got nothing that they had that day. And
they're just so overwhelmed, probably.
Yeah. Like I said, when they put the Pappy lottery up last week, the site was down for a day and a half. You couldn't even get on it.
Hey, Mr. Great Shot. Yeah. Here, you can get uncut, unfiltered. It's about 70, 75. So it's getting up there for that. And I haven't been on what their latest batch is, but I think they're 130, 135, give or take. I've got like batch 30 sitting on my shelf up here. I haven't touched.
Mine's
And I
100.
finished up a batch 25 or 26 not too long ago.
Yeah. Mine's 105, and it was $79 on the Keg and Barrel site. But again, by the time I paid the tax and the shipping, I think it was 110 or 20. But it's good. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's one of my favorite drops to have. I mean, when I open a bottle, it's just like, I know it's there. And I just drink it.
Well, I sip mine like she's top shelf because it is to me.
Oh,
And
it is. It's good stuff. And, you know, like I said, you're just not going to pour that for just anybody. Mm-hmm. So just so you know, that'll probably be my starter pour when I come over.
there you go. She's there.
It's there.
I got a chair all ready for you.
Okay. Batch 115. Wow. Okay. That's good.
What's next, Anthony? We have another one.
So, like I said, I think mine was 25 to Sugar Kitty, but I could be wrong. It might have been 26, but I really do think it was 25 because I bought that December of 20. And give or take, it was on the shelf. And it might have been November of 20, but man, it was just a cinnamon, caramel, butterscotch deliciousness that I remember. So they've just been doing good stuff. He's just sticking with what he knows, and he's producing some good juice. I mean, he bought a crap load of MGP when the getting was good. So he has a good portion of it, and he has it available. And they are expanding here to produce more, but the new facility isn't ready yet. I think he's got another year to go. So I'm going to finish this last bit up of Disco 5 that I got in here because I've held it for a reason. And then you want to do a scotch, Rob?
I will, yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
well, let me finish this.
Let me get some clean glasses.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them here ready to go for that. And so we'll move into that. And, you know, since Dustin's here, I have to at least honor him with a glass of scotch. 83 and 105, Mike. Yeah, they're just hitters. That's all there is to it. Yep. Okay, then mine's either was 26 or 23. Now that you say that, you're right. You're right. But mine did have a sticker on it. Hey, cheers, Tim. Well, we are, but being that you're here, hey, and then Sugar Kitty's here, so look at there. This says it all. We're equal opportunity drinkers here.
Right.
We don't want to offend anybody.
Hey Anthony.
Yeah.
Here you go. Can always go with a little bit of this.
What the hell are you doing with that shit in there? Where's I won't say his name. I cannot believe you're going to do that. Oh my gosh.
I couldn't find the grape. Oh,
guys, that's like $2 chuck for 99 cents though. God, when we were in high school, the grape, that or the Thunderbird was the thing.
Or what malt duck. Remember malt duck?
That's it. I forgot about that. Hey, I won't mention his name, but man, I tell you what, offline, I've got stories about somebody that you know well and has to do with some Mad Dog. Oh my God.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
I cannot believe you put that to your lips. That ranks up there with Malort. Oh, I'm telling you, Dustin. So that Penelope 4-grain cast strength batch and 8. So you're not. Okay. So the straight bourbon is generally $40 over here. So, excuse me, it's probably the straight bourbon. The small batch is about 45, 50 depending, and then uncut unfiltered 70, 75 give or take. Okay, then it was 26 because like I said it was I know it had a sticker, and I said I was always was it 25? Was it 26? And you know what? I know I still got the bottle. I should just go and look, but I saved the bottles because I'm actually going to turn it into like a light for up at camp. Yeah, I'm subscribed to Rob's channel for that. I don't blame you. Hey, like I said, we're equal opportunity drinkers here. We don't want to offend anybody. There might be somebody down here that appreciates a little Mad Dog passion fruit. That's for sure.
It's banana red. I would have bought the grape. They didn't have any.
There's probably a good reason.
It's the best seller.
It is. I was just going to say it's his best seller. And what is today? Oh, today's the 30th.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, so I think, oh no, what's today? No, today's the 30th.
I know where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, if you were in Glassport when you picked that up.
Actually, I bought that in Bill Green Shopping Center out there in Pleasant Hills.
Oh gosh, yeah. Hey, they tore down Century 3, right? Didn't they, Rob?
Say that again, Anthony?
I said they tore down Century 3, right?
Yeah, no, it's still standing. In fact, the news just did a thing on it where some company's going around looking at abandoned structures, trying to decide whether they're salvageable or not. And I can't imagine that it is, but we keep getting some hope that they're going to put something there. But I think so. I don't know if it was Simon. I think that was a Simon Mall owes the
Bardlow built it first.
Yeah, right. And I think they owe the borough a shit ton of taxes. So I don't know how they get around that. But yeah, that's a hot mess out there. You know,
I thought that slag pile was sinking was one of the problems they had that it's built on.
No, it's so the slag pile on the side is still there. In fact, they built shopping centers on top of that.
Oh yeah.
And all the businesses around that area are booming, but apparently when Simon took it over, they raised the rent and people just bailed and went down into Southland and opened stores, and it just slowly died.
Took off.
Yeah,
that was the one that was dying.
Yeah, and then that mall just slowly died. And it's a shame. That mall is huge.
Oh.
And but you know.
So what scotch do you got sitting there?
I have Ardbeg Anoa. I got a Ugadale. I got Lefroy 10, the Lagavulin 16, the Port Charlotte 10. Oh. You want to do that?
You want to start off with Port Charlotte? Because
sure.
I got that. I've got the Lagavulin 16. What do I do with my Port Charlotte? Oh, it's right here at my feet. I knew I had it out. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll go to a little Port Charlotte 10 today. That's for sure. You know what? The lid on these tubes for this Port Charlotte mine is just as tight. Holy smokes.
Are they synthetic or are they cork? They're cork.
Oh no, that's a cork, baby.
Yeah. Let her down. It's nice and wet, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Your cork should always be nice and wet. Oh man. Man, that smells good.
Yeah, it does. I love scotch.
Mm-hmm. we're going to get Sugar Kitty going now.
I need more. That's what I'm hunting for.
Well, I got this up here for, I'm going to say 69.
Yeah, I think I paid right in that range.
Yep. And it's 50 ABV, so 100 proof. You can't go wrong. That's always my sweet spot. And
yeah, $69.99 here in the Commonwealth.
So I had a discussion not too long ago. People go talking about this and that, and I said, well, Pennsylvania is not a state. And they go, oh yeah, it is. I go, no, it's a Commonwealth, and there's a difference. However, for all intent purposes, it's part of the United States. I said, but a Commonwealth is different. But anyhow, tomato.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, naturally lubricated. Gosh, the aroma. I mean, you don't even have to get it close to your nose. You can smell the peat, the smokiness, but I can also smell sweetness. And before, I would only taste iodine and Band-Aid.
I was kind of the same way. So the first, Marty was doing something over at Whiskey Nose with whiskey for doing a Scotch thing, and I said I didn't have any Scotch. The closest thing I had to Scotch was the Stranahan single malt. And I thought, I'm going to go grab a couple. So I bought and I didn't do well. I bought the Dallimore 12, the Glenfiddich 12, and then the Lefroy 10. And I freaking love that Lefroy 10. And I'm looking for a couple other. The only thing they have here, the cast strength is coming. The Lefroy 10 cast strength is supposed to be coming. And then they have the quarter cask, but I hear it's okay.
So here I was just looking at the Talisker Storm and the Talisker 10-year. And everyone that I talked to said, absolutely get them. There's not much difference between the Storm and the 10-year other than about a $20 price difference. I think the Storm, though, is non-age stated. Okay, but I'm going to add those for sure.
Yeah.
To it, and particularly if the Storm is a good everyday drinker like the Port Charlotte.
But here the bourbon shelf goes all the way down the wall in Pennsylvania, and those shelves are pretty barren these days. But Scotch is limited to maybe 6 or 8 feet in the store, and there's not much there. And again, I do have some notes from when Dustin was on, and some things that Sugar Kitty has said over the last couple weeks. But there's no Springbank here. There's no Glen Scotia here.
Yeah, you just reminded me. I got to get that hand delivered. Sorry, I've just popped out loud. I was like, okay. When you said something, it reminded me. I was like, oh yeah.
The only Brooklotti here is the 10. There's nothing else.
I can get the unpeated Brooklotti. Yeah. Huh. Dustin was on a mission. That's for sure. 3 states. See, and that's what people said. There's not a lot of difference. Add both of them. But the $20 difference, $15 difference, like you said, just get the 10. Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, everyone says they're both good bottles. So, man, this is just a heavenly. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any more of that Disco 5. And I'm tell you what, that Disco 5 here comes to the end is I guess I'll go back to it. Won't be tomorrow, probably won't be this week, but now I may sit to and have a pour of it from time to time because
Did you have anything before you had that?
no, nothing
Disco 5?
on
Okay.
purpose
First one?
other than a ginger ale.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about that. I was going to have the Fusion 4 or the Disco 4 or something like that. And I said, no, I don't want anything.
That damn 4-gate. I had I think one of those from Silbach in my cart and then paid for it. And then they emailed me and said, hey, we don't deliver to Pennsylvania. And they were great. They said, no problem. But they do deliver to Virginia. And I have a buddy in Virginia. I thought about pulling the trigger on a couple of those and having them down there. But again, at 140 all the way up to almost $200.
Well, Sugar Kitty sold me. I'll definitely pick up the 10. And even Dustin, I'm going to pick up the 10.
Me either, Marty. I've seen videos on the ones they don't have anymore, but I don't know which ones to go for.
You know, in this Port Charlotte, I really like how the sweetness and smokiness really go well together.
Such a great nose, too.
And you would have got me 4 months ago, I would have rather licked tar than have to put that in my mouth.
Yeah. What was the first one you bought? I can't remember, Marty. You said you just hated it. Or Anthony, which one was it?
So the first one I tried was the Ardbeg Pirate.
That's it.
And that just was iodine and Band-Aids and nothing but hate. Okay. And so I was done. So I went to another tasting at a bottle shop that I go to, and Ardbeg itself was there. So they had a few of their expressions. And they tried to give it to me. So long short, I said no and started to walk away. And they're like, no. Here, try this. It's a total different experience. This is where you went wrong. Let us introduce you to Ardbeg the right way. And so I did the Wee Beastie. And then from the Wee Beastie, I went to the 10. And then I've tried another one. I go, well, this isn't like the Pirate. They go, no, totally different expression versus these. But they said, once you start here at a smaller part per million on the peat, then he says it will help you ease your way up. You become acclimated. You understand what you're getting into, and the medicinal notes will go away. Some will always be there, and that's the thing. Is I just got iodine and Band-Aid and just plain hate. So, you know,
that Lefroy 10 was the first peated Scotch I've ever tried, and I was hooked on the second dram. The first one, again, like you said, Band-Aid, medicinal, iodine, and I went back to, I probably had about an ounce pour that I kind of struggled through a little bit, but went to that second one.
Yes, Marty, sorry.
And then after that, it's like, I need to find all the peated Scotch I can possibly find because I love it.
Mm-hmm. Dustin,
right,
which
Sugar
one
Kitty, it's the Ardbeg.
Yeah, which one are you referring to here, Dustin? I kind of lost track. Yep, Ardbeg Pirate. Yep, there's one out here in the States called Pirate. It's just, well, now I might venture to try it because my palate has improved to accept peat. So we'll have to see.
It just has so much going on for me anyway.
Dumb shit marketing, yeah, but people are buying it. Yeah, I have that our Big Ten right here, Mike. And after the Port Charlotte, and this is the next one, the 16 Lagavulin. I might have a little Ardbeg. Oh, okay. We were talking about went back to 4-gate. Okay, got it. I was off. Was it you talking about a Scotch? Or are you talking about a bourbon? What?
So
Okay.
are there any of the 4-gates that are still out there that are shitters that you shouldn't spend that kind of money on? That's what I'd like to
I've
know,
never
because I
seen a
do.
4-gate out here, so
I've never seen them on the shelf, but they're available at relatively reasonable prices as far as 4-gate goes, that I could have shipped to Virginia and get relatively easy.
holy smokes!
I'm still looking for a
bend
bottle
over
of
the
Old Cardinal.
barrel. And are you referring to the Ardbeg, Faz? Is that it? Or are you talking about?
Or the XO finish cask.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's out yet, especially in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, if it got there before here, damn, they're lucky.
Or Time Traveler.
Hey, however you got to get it, you got to get it. So that reminds me. So it is the Ardbeg. Okay.
$800?
Jeez. Well, but remember, too, they're going to pay a shitload of taxes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just because what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I see them between 150, 69, 189, up to $200 on Sealbach.
You got to look. Sometimes they're not too bad in price on Sealbox. Not too bad. Man.
That's a good one, especially coming off of bourbon. It's a whole new world.
It is. Now, when I did 4 or 5 pours, 6 pours, and then I went to this High West double rye that's finished in a peated Scotch.
I was watching that one.
It was freaking horrid. It was horrid. It took 3 or 4 sips before it got to where I was like, okay, now I'm getting the sweetness from the rye. Oh, okay. So it's a secondary. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I'd leave them sit. I mean, somebody Faz will be dumb enough to spend the money because forking out $800 to them is nothing. Please, there's much more stuff that you and I could get, far less money, that would pleasure us a lot better than spending that on one bottle.
I could remodel my room for $800.
Oh yeah,
or at least some of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
or get a couple of good bottles of Scotch or bourbon.
Right. I'm doing a lot better with that, but I still have my moments.
Stay finished rise. Really? So I guess they're just trying to rape as many people as they can before they go out of business. Okay.
There you go. I'm looking for that damn Parker's Heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this Port Charlotte just has a great nose to it.
It's got that butterscotch underneath that peat. Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's one to try if you can get it at a reasonable price. It's
Highland Park.
It's the cast strength, non-age stated.
I know about it. I've seen the 12, and then they have either an 18, I think it is. And then right now they have the 18 Highland Park on special for about 150.
That one, I think that was a little pricey, around the $80 mark for a non-age stated, but it is very good. And the nose on that son of a gun is it's good. I really like it.
So I'm going to send it up to Adam, but I picked up the tater sticker for the Buffalo Trace store pick that we did the review on Livewire last weekend.
That's cool.
And
I couldn't stay up
yeah,
for the whole. I couldn't stay up for the whole thing. I had to go to bed.
Well, it happens at your age, you know.
Yeah.
But so that's the tater sticker that's supposed to go on it. But we literally got the first 2 bottles before the public.
Well, that's awesome. I got my first Buffalo Trace pick the other day down in Maryland. And it's a 175.
And I'll say this about it. I thought it was good, but I could not distinguish it and nosing from because I had them both poured as a blind. This is just a standard Buffalo Trace. So I had my wife pour them as a blind. So I could not pick them apart. Although this one's a single barrel and this is a blend of a few barrels, I could not pick them apart. How I picked it apart was, and which one I liked, turned out to be this one, because the sweetness, the flavor was just enough that it was noticeable. And I go, I like B. So then my wife told me, well, that's the store pick. So that was what I got out of it, out of the both of them. So, but it was very hard to distinguish nose wise. I couldn't do it.
Just checking to see what I paid for that Highland Park cast strength.
If it's that one,
I paid $89.99, not $80. $89.99.
Not terrible.
But still, it's very good. And the nose, like I said, the nose on that thing is just a blast of butterscotch, Werther's sweetness. It's delicious.
Okay. Well, here, like I said, it's about $150 right now for that, and you can find it for $115. So it just goes to show you, even if the next time you're out here and I had you hand deliver it, and I really wanted it, it would almost be worth it. But I'm not that interested in it.
Yeah. At 115, and it was better.
Like I said, yeah.
Of course, I was drinking Mad Dog in Old Milwaukee on the cliff behind Clareton Park 20 years ago. Well, no, more like 40.
I was just going to say, we've been out for over 30 years. Yeah, you go back 37 years. Yeah, it's like, yeah, no. Mm-hmm. So I know what you're talking about, because
I forgot to tell you, Tommy Ward passed away.
What?
Yeah. It was undisclosed illness. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, dude.
Right around Christmas.
Ah. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's, oh, man, oh, day. I'll have to let Kevin know. He might not know that. I'll have to let him know that, because he would have called me. But anyway. Yeah, well, some of those older bottles are, unless you can find one in a Dusty.
We'll see you, Dustin. Marty, your camera broke, buddy. What are you doing?
Lurking and jerking and twerking,
Have Marty. He's a busy
Cheers,
guy.
Dustin. Man, that I'm telling you, that smoke on that Port Charlotte is just the right amount wrapped around that sweetness to me, without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another one of those.
Hold on for a second. I got to look at something here.
Okay.
Let me just see something. I think it's the same. Okay. You have Ardbeg 10?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I got the Anoa, the Ugadel, and I have a Lefroy 10.
What is the ABV on your Ardbeg?
The Ugadel's, I think 100 and. Let me grab it.
Oh, really?
I think it's. I'm gonna have to turn it on. Hold on a second.
Yeah, we get older. We need more light.
Yeah, let me get some more light on this bitch. Yeah, 100 and oh, good Lord. Let me get the phone, Anthony.
No, it's okay. Because what I'm trying to do is
108.4.
Wow.
On the Ugadel.
That's the Ugadel?
Yeah.
Now I'm interested in it. Where before I was like, okay.
It is a barbecue. Let me just double check it. Yeah, 108.4. It is barbecue, sweet barbecue sauce towards the middle, smoky. It's a treat. Don't be afraid of this one.
I know Whiskey Mountains likes it. She likes Oogie.
Don't be afraid of that one. And like I said, this one is just a little more. It's a lot. It's a lot more mild mannered.
Which one's that?
The Ano? That's the Anoa, and it's 92, 93 ish. And I should have left this on the shelf. If I'd known better, I'd have left this on the shelf. Not that it's horrible. It's not. It's definitely not. It's just it's nowhere near this one. And if you want, and then Alan
so it's
over
about what 40 what ABV? 46?
40. It's 46.6.
Okay.
And
well, what I'm trying to do is because we just had the Port Charlotte at 50 ABV, so 100 proof. Yeah. And if we go to the Lavagoulin 16, we're going to drop down to 43.
Yeah.
But so I was just trying to kind of say, okay, what do we got that's on the same thing here? And
go ahead and do the Ardbeg 10, and I'll do the Lefroy 10. Except that one's it's probably only
43.
Yeah, probably somewhere around in there. Yeah, it's 43.
Well, I'm going to do the Ardbeg 10, and then we'll go to the Lagavulin.
Oh, man. I drink all my water. I definitely have to find it.
Hey, what's up, bud? Nice to see you pop in there.
Hey, Scott.
Cheers, Scott. Nice to see you, man. Hey, I'm going to have to get that Sugar Kitty, and then I'm going to have a Oogie dance party, and everybody's got Oogie's going to have to come on.
I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed in that one, Anthony.
Well, that's what, of course, Sugar Kitty says the same thing, but so does Whiskey Mountains, and she's like, yeah, you gotta have some of that. So let me get this Ardbeg 10 opened up here.
Pick this up, too. Pick this Lefroy 10 up if you see it, especially if you see it in cast strength.
I'll have to look. I never noticed. I see Lefroy 10 everywhere.
I think 50-ish, 56 here in Pennsylvania.
How much?
50, 55, 56 maybe.
I'll give you that. Yeah, my Ardbeg 10 is going down.
I got that 10 halfway down there. Now this one, it's not going to stand up to that Port Charlotte as far as complexity.
No. But I'm doing the 10 on the Ardbeg, and it's like, where's the peat?
No, this one's peaty. Don't get me wrong, but it definitely it hits you up front with
And
the
the
smoke.
color is so much lighter.
Now coming back to this one now. That's a whole new world as far as the smoke goes. The smoke is definitely on the palate, and it doesn't really get a whole lot of sweeter after that smoke dissipates a little bit. I mean, there is some sweetness there, but the medicinal iodine stays with you a little bit longer on this 10, on the Lefroy 10. But still a great pour at $50-$55.
Well, and that's just it. These are the things that those of us that like this need to grab a bottle and maybe a backup, because the way these prices are starting to jump.
And this one,
$20.
I'll be buying this again just for a daily drinker, because I find myself, today was probably the first time that I went to my bourbon before Scotch in 2 weeks, other than if I was talking to somebody about something. And I never found Scotch before putting my mind to it to be complex or be worth something, spending time or money on. And now, man, you know, and even some of the Irish. So I'm starting to dip my toes into that a little. In fact, Pennsylvania has, if I can get back to their home, let me see if I can. They have a Irish pick, which is called, which I was very surprised to see that Fine Wine and Good Spirits was doing this. Let me tell you what it's called. It's called, oh, good Lord, I'm never going to be able to pronounce that. It's in a Bordeaux cask, Irish whiskey, 9 years at 112 proof. It's Clonakilty, Clonakilty.
I don't know. And you found that on the
it's
LCD site?
It's $70. 9-year-old Irish, and it's actually a Fine Wine and Good Spirit. They call it an exclusive. So I don't know if they picked it or that's just marketing bullshit. I'm not sure.
I don't know why, but I'm getting like a banana bread now on this Ardbeg, and
Wow.
that was a weird
I'm getting
note, isn't it?
Right up front on this Lefroy, which I've never really got before, but I've had so many pours tonight. It's what is that? It's definitely the smoke, the peat, but it's not that medicinal or Band-Aid.
No, but I'm telling you, I'm just getting this. I don't know why I'm getting that, like a bread banana on this Ardbeg 10. That's like, what the heck?
James Morgan, are you patronizing me?
I was waiting for you to read that. Sorry. Hey, what do you want from a mill hunter?
Right.
That's for sure. Yeah. That's an inside joke, guys. You got to know the town we're from to know what that is.
What is that? It's definitely. I mean, God, how can I? You know what open pit, like the cheap open pit barbecue sauce, tastes like?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that without sugar. Maybe that's the best way I could explain it on this Lefroy.
Well, that's an explanation.
Same way I pronounce that Irish whiskey, huh?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know why I'm pulling that note. That's like the oddest thing I could imagine. That's true, Sugar Kitty. I Cooler Running Wood, but you know what? You got to remember it's 3-4 in the morning in Ireland. for him, something like that. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm still getting that. That's a big time note on here. I don't know. Maybe it's from the bourbons prior, but I have no
So I
idea.
need to get the Lafroig 10. Or I'm sorry, the Ardbeg 10. So Sugar
Yeah,
Kitty, you're
it's
still there. If I have the Oogie, should I bother with the Ardbeg 10?
I like it because I think it's a good daily sipper. I
That's
honestly
what
do.
I'm thinking. Like this
At
Lafroig.
46 ABV and a Scotch for me seems to be my sweet spot. I don't mind the 43s. I have a few 40s, but when you hit that 43, but then 46, it's like, yeah.
Sorry, James. I didn't mean to ignore you, but he was making fun of me. So I can't wait to get some of these other Scotch hitters. That's what I'm looking for now. And I'm going to and I'm more than willing to walk past some of the bourbon I've been looking for to find some of these Scotches for sure.
There you go.
Shenanigans is in here. The 10 is great. I go for so that's another question for you, Anthony. The Wee Beastie goes on sale here for sometimes right around $35.
And you know what though? To me, I pick it up for 35 just to say I have it, but I'm going to keep buying the 10 in the Ardbeg. Okay. I had the Wee Beastie. That's what turned me back to peat. And then I got this as my first dabble back into peat, which was this double rye by High West finished in the peat Scotch. I was like, oh my God, that's good. And then the actual smokiness kind of stayed with you like a good barbecue sauce does after you've eaten some wings or ribs. And you're like, I can taste the smoke, or a good smoked brisket or something like that. It's like, wow, yeah, I still got the smoke on there. And, but like I said, if I found a Wee Beastie for 35, yeah. Here they're about 52.
Really? Wow.
If I found it, yeah. If I found it for 35 here, yeah, I'd buy it just because.
Okay, 60 hertz. Thanks. So see, I'm learning all this stuff. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tipsy, if you're got a few minutes you want to pop on, let us know. Come on, share your thoughts and have a pour. We're not against it. Anybody can. Oh, we don't discriminate here.
San Fran and LA are tied up 17-17 with 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter.
The Port Charlotte, yeah. The Port Charlotte, that's what we were just saying, Tipsy, is that compared to this, it's like the peat, the flavor, the complexity. And I'm drinking the Ardbeg 10, and he's drinking Lafroig 10. And it's like, yep, no, does not compare to the Port Charlotte for sure. Does not compare.
Although I don't hate this 10. I don't hate it. It's just not as complex as that Port Charlotte for sure.
If I started on this, if I started on the Ardbeg and then went to the Port Charlotte, that'd be a great transition up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We went to the Port Charlotte, heavily peated compared to the Ardbeg. I could definitely taste the difference. It's just like.
That's good. There's something on the finish with this. It's just that smoke, that peat comes all the way through to the finish on this Lafroig.
Hey, you got to understand something, Tipsy. Rob's on, and you're talking about presentable. Come on.
Right.
Yeah. Look. Hey, and he'll tell you. I don't even know if Bourbon's still hanging out here, but come on. We don't discriminate around here.
Nah.
Not at all. But you're always welcome, brother. Always welcome. Just you'll see the link or email me, say, hey, let me know what's going on. And matter of fact, there's the email. Go ahead and copy it down, shoot me an email, and just say, hey, are you streaming? Shoot me the link. I can shoot it to you in an email. Not a problem. Let you know what we'll be drinking. Rob knows he's carte blanche. He can come on anytime. He doesn't need an invite. If I'm here, he's more welcome. Just like Marty and Livewire Whiskey. They all know Whiskey Mountains. They all have just let me know.
For all the Coley and whiskey, I was chugging Mad Dog 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, you missed it. So there you go. It just goes to show you we don't have any scruples here.
Right.
Rob will drink anything.
I'm just a fool that likes to drink a little bit every once in a while on a Sunday night.
That's right. And with us, shows you he doesn't have high standards. So.
So what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Kilcolman?
Nope.
Yeah. There's quite a few of them out there. I was actually eyeballing a few and talking to Sugar Kitty about them, and he said they're good, but they're much smokier. And I'm like, Now the Kalia, I've seen that, the 12, and I'm going to have to add that because it's a good pour.
There's special order here. There's the single malt 86 proof and the 92 proof. $70 for the 86 proof, 76 for the 92 proof. So they are here, but they're not on the shelf, but I can order them. So they're heavy smoke is what Sugar Kitty was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot. It's a lot smokier. Definitely a lot smokier. But I already know that some of them are hitters, and like I said, I've been eyeing a few of them up. I cannot remember which ones they were off the top of my head, but I can see the bottles. Yeah. So going from the Port Charlotte down to the Ardbeg 10, it's not terrible, but it's a definite step down in smokiness. And I'm not going to say so much flavor, but that proof to me is what makes it. I've always been more towards the 100 proof because I like that. And then particularly in the scotches, the 56 ABV, that's like, ooh, man, that's really got flavor. That's got a little zip to it. And I prefer that on there.
So shenanigans, there's a lot of stuff going on now in the States with single malts. I can't quite get there because I would rather taste them before I buy them. And here, it's kind of hard to do because it's not like you can't walk into a liquor store and they have an offering of an American single malt. But it'd be interesting to know if any of them come across as worthy compared to obviously a Scotch.
That's interesting way to put it, Sugar Kitty. And now that you think about it, I'm like, do I get the ash on the Ardbeg? I'm like, I'm not sure.
Oh, look at this beautiful son of a bitch.
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
man? Stop. You said beautiful, so I know you're 10 drinks in, so be careful, Marty. This is me just now, or Marty. Gosh, Rob.
Hey,
I did the
well, I'll
same
take
thing
it.
to you.
I'll take it however I can get it.
What are you drinking,
How's it
Adam?
going, boys? I just poured some seagrass. Got
Which-
the first kid to bed, so I'm good now. I can be on stream now.
Yep.
You guys doing scotch? Are you guys doing scotch now?
Well, we were on bourbon.
We're about
And
to
now
go
we're
to
in
a
the-
Are we going to do the Lagavulin 16 or should?
Oh yeah. I just got this little bit here to
All right.
finish up. I've been running the chat here, and you know.
Hey, what's up, James and Faz? How you doing, man?
Yeah, Faz is here. You know, that's an honor to have New Zealand represented.
Yeah, I seen him earlier in chat. I guess he's smoking some meat right now, huh?
Yes, he is. I guess he's got some
The wind.
I guess they got some gale force winds over there.
That's right, Sugar Kitty. Always
That's
pregame.
right.
I haven't opened my
So,
seagrass yet.
Tell us, Adam, what's going on Livewire here tonight? It's happening in 28 minutes?
Yeah, we're just hanging out tonight. We don't have any battles or anything planned. We're gonna try and get some lined up for next week, but yeah, tonight just hanging out, doing pub style. So anybody that wants to come hang out, have a drink, or just chat.
I'm supposed to be in the office tomorrow, so I might hang out for a little while. We'll see. But you know what happens?
Oh,
I
yeah.
get to hanging with the boys from Livewire, and then my phone starts ringing at 5 o'clock in the morning, and yeah,
It's like,
it's never
what
pretty.
the heck? Yeah.
Say Livewire will get you sometimes.
Oh, will get you, has got me.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
No, we don't plan on going too late tonight. I mean, you never know what it could turn into, but probably a couple hours.
LA just went up by 3, 146 to go.
Yep.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah. Geez, these playoffs the last 2 weeks, man, they've been nail biters every game.
Here, Adam, that's what's coming for you.
Yeah, I saw that, buddy. That's awesome.
Okay. I didn't know if you were watching when I held that up, but
Yeah.
so I already kind of put it on the ball, wrap around, go, yep, it just makes it. Just makes it. So I'm all good. That's for sure.
It's funny. I just poured that Lagavulin 16. I get very little smoke on it now. A little bit.
Yeah, Steven, we definitely need to line that up, bud. We're going to be doing some call outs tonight. So, Steven, come on and call somebody out, or we'll call you out, buddy.
That's right. Hey, Anthony, I know we had mentioned it. I was pretty hammered up the last time I was on Livewire a couple of weeks ago, but you and I had talked about maybe going.
That's right.
And again, if you want to win live on YouTube, here's a chance.
Yeah,
Did we get somebody to send you guys? Was Marty going to do that, or
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll talk to Mike.
Robin and I haven't really discussed it, but yeah, the hometown boys, we're going to have to have a get together.
Yeah, one of us will send that to you.
Okay, and then we'll have to talk about it because I have sometimes Monday's an easy go for me in the morning. Other times it's not. I just want to make sure. And again, as long as we go between that 10 and 11 mark, I can do it pretty much any time. But if we're going to be on deck or something like that, and it's bleeding in.
No, we try to do all the battles right at the beginning. So as long as it works for your schedule that week.
Log 16, here it is.
Rams just got an interception. Looks like game over.
Yep.
Good.
Over.
Good. I'm glad to see the Rams going. I wish the Bengals would have lost, but I really didn't want to see Kansas City, but I really, really didn't want Bengals.
Yeah, none of us wanted to see Kansas City. Just we didn't want to hear Eric for the next few weeks.
Well, I don't know. Here's the next one. Here's the next one.
So my dad's a Rams fan, and then I got friends, and my cousin are Niners fans. So I could go either way, but I'll go with the Rams. They haven't been for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for my dad.
Hey, that's all that counts.
Look at that. Wow. So what I don't get on the nose with that smoke on that Lagavulin, it's definitely on the palate.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't get it on the nose compared to the Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
Compared to the Port
Right
Charlotte.
back,
Yeah, go ahead. We'll hold it down. Where did I? Oh, here it is. Jiminy Christmas. But yeah, I tell you what, I like the Log 16. It is a really good pour. It is a good consistent pour.
At $85,
my palate a bit here.
Buy that again, just not at that Pennsylvania price at $116. Not going to do it. And in fact, I'll tell you now, I prefer the Lefroy 10 and the Port Charlotte over this.
Get in your bed. Get in your bed. You're just being dramatic. Stop it. Get in your bed. Up.
Uh-oh. Kids are acting up.
It happens.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest, I miss mine being little. The older they get, the harder they are.
Oh yeah.
But I got one in college now, and one he'll be 16 here in a month or so.
16? Oh my gosh.
And oh man, I've been blessed. Anthony, you know I was a maniac when I was young.
Not us.
My kids never gave me any shit. It's a beautiful thing. Both of them do very well.
Oh, well, hey, that's all that counts. Hey, I sent you a text, Rob, just so you know. Yep. You'll get it in a second. But
my flashlight's still on. Let me shut that off. I got it.
yeah, absolutely. Sugar Kitty. No, you're absolutely right. What you get on the nose to what you get on the palate, sometimes, yes. But now see, the Log 16, sweetness, just absolute sweetness with malt and I don't know why, but I'm getting a hint of fruit with almost like a creme brulee, that kind of a caramely sweetness out of it. But again, I went from bourbon to Scotch, so. But that's what I'm getting on this. And then to get a banana bread thing out of Ardbeg is like, what in the heck?
I don't know. This Lagavulin is not hitting me where I want it to hit now.
And it's a whole different spirit. It's just a whole different spirit.
I think.
Yeah, because like I said, we went from that
100
proof.
What's happening is I'm
Charlotte.
getting
We
that.
should have finished with Port Charlotte, but
I'm getting that. Getting something on the back end of that. I don't know. I'm getting a little sulfur off it. Something. I don't know.
it happens.
I'll still drink it. Hey, Mike Stahl. Cheers.
See, I'm getting a very, very good viscous sweetness with a caress of smoke.
Yeah, I'm
Just a
definitely
caress.
getting smoke on the
Nothing
palate.
big.
I don't know.
Good mouthfeel. Good mouthfeel. Nice and oily. Nice and oily.
Ramble one.
Rams won. Well, of course, that's good. So Rams in Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Mike's paying attention.
No. Cincinnati.
Now he's awake. He's been footballing it up.
Sorry, Cincinnati. Sorry.
So you're going to root for the AFC or the NFC?
NFC all the way.
I can't root for the Bengals. So.
Yeah, they're division foes, right?
Yeah, can't do it.
I got to root for Cincy, I think.
Wow.
So, Rob, you said you had an unopened seagrass and you haven't tried it?
I haven't tried it yet. She's sitting there all alone. Well, she's got some friends next to her, but Adam, I have so many open bottles. I've been just trying to work through. I have them in the basket here. You can't see it, but I got a Pikesville sitting here. I need to kill a B521. I need to kill, and I think that's an A. Yeah, the A1. So I've been trying to open anything until I finish some bottles. I pulled the cork out of my Calumet 15. Was it yesterday? Pulled it out, broke it in half because it's just been sitting.
No.
Luckily, I when I kill bottles, I save the corks. So luckily, I had one that went right down in her. But so I haven't opened it yet, but I don't know. If you're still drinking that when Live Wire starts, maybe I'll try it. But
yeah, I got the bottle out, so
I started
drinking. It's a different beast, man. It's a different beast for sure. You might want to wait. I know you've been drinking peated. You might want to wait till you just got kind of a fresher palate.
Yeah, not to mention I started at about 5:30 with running through some Buffalo Trace stuff, and then had a few with Anthony here, so it might be a waste of time.
Yeah, I was say I wouldn't go to it since you got the peated. Stay with the peated, finish up what you got, and because you just once you go backwards from peated to bourbon, the bourbon tastes like crap.
Yeah. I almost bought. So Pennsylvania has a local distillery. It's called Liberty Pole. That I've had a couple of their pours, and for the money in the range, it's okay. But they have a peated. They have a peated bourbon. I was thinking about trying.
Yeah,
I think it's right around $50. So I'd feel better at $30.
What Anthony's looking for? He's looking for that. Is it American Prairie?
Yeah, the one we got from Corey's. I'm like
finished in Scotch.
It's the High West. I can't remember if it's American Prairie or
there was a double rye and an American Prairie.
I've got the double rye from Total Wine, but they have the other one. I'm like, where the hell? When you get so many bottles, like where the hell is it?
Yeah, I think the one from Corey's is the bourbon though. It's American Prairie.
It's the bourbon. It is a bourbon, and I think it's American Prairie.
Yep.
It's like it's here. I actually touched it. Anyway, I'll find it, but it's here. I haven't cracked it yet, but you know, I took some of the High West over to Liquor Lineup, Adam, the double rye, because they're getting a store pick.
Mm-hmm.
And Saul's never had it, but they got the store pick. And so I took him some. He's like, oh my God, that's pretty good. And I go, well, that's pretty much what you're going to be getting. And then I tried a store pick of, oh my God, what are they getting? And he gave me a sample out of the bottle they got from the distillery.
Was it Eagle Rare? Are they doing an Eagle Rare pick?
No, it's not an Eagle Rare. That would have been too easy. Anyway, I got to stop thinking about it. And I'm not
They're rolling out those picks lately over there.
They are rolling them out. I don't know. They're really rolling through some of these picks, and not that they're bad. But I'm like, oof, wow.
It's a lot though. Like there's a lot of picks. Like you really got to
have a lot
choose,
of picks, but you know, they have they have this one here. So it's the Jack Daniels.
It's the rye single barrel.
Yep. It's a store pick. Then they have the Rebel Distillers Select or something, and then they have
We bought a bottle of that there and shared it over at Anthony's mom's house. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
One of those.
So one of those. And then they have one of their store picks, the Wilderness Trail. I have it, but it's out in the other room because, you only have so much room. So it's
we did those. We did those last week, the Wilderness Trails.
Yes, but not the rye. I got their bourbon too. I have their rye, and I also have their bourbon that had this one's what?
Yeah,
Lady Gaga. Yeah,
Lady
this one's
Gaga.
Lady Gaga. This is the rye.
And the other one's Adele.
Liquor lineup, but the other one is Adele.
Yeah, Nick Proman had the bourbon. He was showing the bottle.
I'm sorry, it is not Adele. It's the one you got with Austin Powers, rather. Didn't you get the one with Austin Powers on the back?
No, that's Woodinville, I think.
Damn it! There's so many.
I got the two Wilderness Trails.
You got one from Corey's.
No,
you got.
I got.
And I have that. And you got the rye. Right.
And then Nick got the bourbon, so he gave us a sample of that to review.
You have a sample of that. Okay, and I was like, I don't remember you picking up. Nick got that.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. So,
dude, Corey's toasted bourbon from Wilderness Trail is so damn good.
Yeah. Well, I was going to actually pour some of that tonight, but now that I've had all this peated, I'm not going to. But I was going to start with that, but then I didn't want to start with it and then go to the Disco 5 because I thought that's going to ruin my palate. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So I didn't. But anyway, darn it. I know it's here. I cannot believe it's not sitting here.
Yeah, like Sugar Kitty said.
I'm starting to feel like Bourbon. I know it's here. I just can't believe it's not within my grasp. But, oh well. That's just how it goes. But for the price that I got those 3 bottles for was like $110 for those 3 bottles. They had a special. I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, I could not pass it up. So it was like getting 1 bottle for free compared to all 3 because they were like $59 a piece, let's say. And I got it for, let's just say $110, $120. It was like getting 1 bottle for free. So I was like, yeah, I want those. That's the deal. And you just got to go to their website and look because it's on the website. But when you and I walk in there, because when they know us, if it's on, they say, "Oh no, you get a better deal if you do this." So
I'm going to ask, did you sample their Backbone pick?
Yes, good.
So that was the one pick of theirs that I tried that I was maybe a little disappointed in. I had higher expectations, but that $291.
It was a little hot.
Yeah.
Did you find it that way? Holy!
It lacked in flavor for me. Like flavor wise, just wasn't the punch I was expecting.
The Knob Creek store pick they got of the rye. When I first tried that, it was like there was nothing to it. But I specifically went there because I knew it hit and I was going to buy it. And I went there and they had it and I tried it. And I actually was holding the bottle I was going to buy in my hand and I was sipping on it. And he's like, "What's wrong?" And I go, "This tastes like crap. Pure crap." I go, "What is this?" And so I went back a couple weeks later and tried it. Boom, much better. But I went to breakfast with somebody. So it could have been the breakfast, something just in the palate just wasn't right. So I went with a clear palate, went in. I said, "Okay, pour me some of that rye." And he's like, "Well, you didn't like it." I go, "Well, I know I didn't like it, but I want to give it another try because remember I told you I just came from a breakfast, blah, 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 and I came right here to get it." I'm like, ah. So I tried. I'm like, "Yep, it's good. It's good." So it was just me that particular day.
Yeah.
But wow, story times here. How do we rate?
Yeah,
man, oh day.
I'm gonna hop over and do a little pre-show prep with Mike.
Yeah, you're going to have to. It's 10 minutes till.
So yeah, we'll see you guys over there. Yeah, for sure.
We'll bring everybody over here shortly.
You know, it's funny. I couldn't get that Lagavulin on the nose, that smoke. But when I came back downstairs, I could smell it as soon as I walked up to my table.
Yeah.
Now I can smell it.
Yeah.
Had a little chocolate while I was upstairs.
You can smell Lagavulin, and you could definitely smell Port Charlotte. So take the glass you had the Port Charlotte in and just put the cap on it, even though it's empty. Then open it up tomorrow. You will smell iodine, tires, rubber, all that good stuff. Yeah. Because I noticed that this morning. I'm like, woo, yes. Because I left the cap on it like this when I put it down. Because when I'm sitting there, I'll put the cap on it and then I nose them to get the different notes out of it. I don't do it every time, but probably 50 to 75% of the time, I'll throw one of these caps on it that my wife got me. And I actually like them. And these caps, if you give them a push, they'll push down in and seal. So if you hit it and it falls over, you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that.
You know what? I will tell you, if you've got, I've used these stupid coasters.
Yeah, coasters, that would work.
I've used them over top of them before, just because I was doing something and I've used those. But these ones are from, and I will tell you, they're not bad. Oh, here it is. I just had them. God, I got to organize this shelf. But they're from a company called Karen Craft. And no, they don't sponsor me in any way, shape, or form. Karen Craft, I got them on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
And got it. They weren't expensive at all. 6 of them. And the tops of the rings, they're hard to see, but I'll see if it'll focus in on it. But there's grooves. So there's 1 groove, 2 grooves, 3 grooves, 4 grooves. So you know which is which. So if you needed to distinguish A, B, and C, you can look at the grooves and know. So I picked them up from there. And they're bamboo. They're not bad. I looked at the glass ones, but the glass ones didn't seal. And they had the little nipple on the top that you'd lift up. I wanted something that had a seal on it, that if I needed to push them down and seal them, that they would seal, and it worked. So I've been using these for about a month now, and I'm happy with it. And I haven't noticed any residual funk being absorbed by, the bamboo on it, if that makes sense. I haven't noticed that. So, but
is there a little is there a little gasket on that? Let me see that again.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Can you see it?
All right. Yep. Okay.
So I just usually leave them set on top. But if you want, you just take them and give them a push, and then it sinks down into your glass and it makes a seal.
Well, that's nice.
It is.
If you happen to
pour
one that's a little larger than normal and want to come back to it, you can.
You can. And it still will be fine tomorrow. So it was not an intended purchase for the seal. It's just how it happened to come. And I'm like, oh.
How many are in that canister, Anthony?
6.
Oh, that's not okay.
Yeah, and it's under $20. It's under $20. Oh, there you go. There's someone else that has it. Yeah, they work great and they're inexpensive, and they're like I said, they're wonderful. Yeah, I've got 2 more inside there, and so I just thought it was nice because I needed them. One, to do the blinds that I do, and for the nosing, so I can get the notes. And so when I first do the pour, like when I did the Discovery 5, when I re-poured it, I left it off for a couple of minutes to let the ethanol out swirled it around, then I just put the top on it, and I left it go for about 15 minutes before I had the stream, so it had a chance to open up in the glass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite pleased with them. Like I said, I've had them since about Christmas. Now that I think about it, maybe a little bit more, give or take. So yeah, they're good.
Another 3 months, I should have one from Storytime, maybe.
I'm telling you what, Tipsy, they work great. Like I said, it's from a company. You can get them on Amazon, or you can go to their website, Cairn, CAIRN craft, CRAFT.com. And I guess you can order them from there. It's a set of 6 whiskey tasting caps. So, like I said, they're not expensive or anything like that, and it just plain works. Or you can go on Amazon and order them. So,
Amazon loves me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Believe me, I'm lazy. I am lazy. But can't beat it. Anyhow. But yeah, I'm not. I like the Lava 16. It's just a great all around drinker. Period. End of statement.
There they are. Cairn Craft, Cairn Caps, bamboo whiskey glass lids, set of 6, $19.99.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there they are.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
I'll get my daughter to order them.
That's right.
She has. I was a Prime member for a long time, but then when they jacked it up, I let it go. But she gets it for free through college, so I'll have her order them.
See, my wife's a teacher, so guess what? Get it for free. So yeah, that membership we don't have to pay. So
that's a beautiful thing.
It is. It truthfully is. It truthfully is a wonderful thing. I mean, what can't you get from there? What can't you get? I've ordered a generator from them, and they shipped it to my door only because I didn't want to have to take it from the store, load it into my truck, and then haul it out. I had them do it. They dropped it at my doorstep. All I had to do was open the box, pick up the handle, and wheel it.
Put some gas in it.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was a pain in the butt lifting it out of the truck to get it to the, so I could take it up to camp and stuff. But, I only used it when we were boondocking. So when we would go someplace that didn't have amenities, I'm like, yeah, I need my air conditioning. It's 110 degrees.
Right.
Exactly. Right. So I would just plug the trailer into that to run the AC. Everything else ran off the batteries, but then the batteries just stayed topped off. But yeah. I capped the glass.
I hear you, 60 hertz. I hear you.
Then when I take a sip, yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't get, one of the reasons why I didn't glass was just that. Because it really blends right in nice. This stuff doesn't. It's on there. And if you really push them down to where they seal, even this little bit that's in the glass right now, it stays clear. It doesn't get over oxidized or rancid. It's like this in the morning. And I've tested it just to see when I got them. I'm like, son of a bitch. That shitting thing works. Oh, crap. Yeah, it's that time. Well, it's all right. I can go a little over. They're not going to, I got to finish this drop, and you have to everyone get over to Livewire. I want them to be shortchanged.
Right. I ought to be a pleasure in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I gotta be up at 5 a.m. myself.
I have no intentions. 7 maybe 6:37.
Yeah, no, that
I
ain't.
hope to
That's
be in
not
the
happening.
office all day tomorrow. It never works that way for me, but we'll see. And when I say office, I mean my home office.
Yeah,
Marty.
yeah. So, hoo-hoo, there he is. Hey, Marty, why don't you pop on here for a minute before I sign off, unless you're busy.
Here, in case he doesn't pop up, we'll just.
That's right. I saved mine too. I saved
damn
mine
right.
too.
I just need to find a good spot for it.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. I've got mine. It's funny you should
just
say
in
that.
case I ever start to think that I'm the sexiest man alive,
That's right.
I need to know
That is
who actually
right.
is the sexiest man alive.
That is right.
Putting him up here behind the Port Charlotte. There he is. I'll lose it till next Christmas now.
Oh, okay. All right, Marty, you're forgiven. You're forgiven. All right.
Freaking
Oh,
Marty,
believe me, we
killing
are
it.
too much. We've been told that all of our lives, Marty. We guarantee it. Anyway, let's see. Oh, we're
Between
not
you
worried.
and Marty and a couple other of the whiskey tubers, I'm so pleased to find you guys and spend some time together talking. I appreciate you having me on tonight, Anthony.
Oh yeah. And hold up for a minute there, Rob.
Oh, I'm not
gonna
going
sign
anywhere.
off. Yeah, just stay right there. All right, guys. It's time for Livewire. I don't want to step on them. I appreciate you guys all coming and popping on. And I look forward to talking to you all next week. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll see everyone over at Livewire Whiskey.
Cheers,
Have a good
everybody.
night, everybody. Cheers.